that's one that we have to be a little more tight-lipped on because it's not through the gates yet of permissibility.
That some episodes for season three were shot several years ago, but I also know that the original road trip idea for the film, as well as the consequences of the time travel plot, will also appear in season three. I was just wondering, how will the upcoming season navigate the time jump from the Viceland era to now?
Season three is going to incorporate. Should we be able to make season three, and we're feeling good, but it is going to incorporate everything. In terms of how at least the TV show and the movie being being canon, season three is going to find itself in there, and the road trip movie is probably going to find itself in there in a sort of like 2 episode arc. But again, this is just us sort of projecting that,
Mm.
so we don't know exactly. But the stuff that we got on this road trip is just too good
Yeah.
to not see through. Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. We can't wait to be able to do that.
You and Matt weren't expecting for the CN Tower plan to actually work. You weren't expecting to be let in, so you had a backup plot where you were dressed as the Blue Jays mascot. Um, I was wondering, how did you actually manage to get into the Sky Dome in the mascot costume before that went wrong?
I'm not even sure how you found out about that, but that's one that we have to be a little more tight-lipped on because it's not through the gates yet of permissibility. And also that's some stuff that if we can work, that's going to be in season three. That didn't really have that would actually wasn't part of our effort that we had to course correct in terms of getting into the CN Tower. What you might be referencing the fact that we had planned to go to the CN Tower with our parachutes on our back, um, and Matt having wire cutters, and we're like, okay, well, we'll go in and we'll get thrown out in a funny way, and then we'll have to figure out a different way up the CN Tower. But what happened was is that they just didn't see the things on our back, and they just sort of let us in because we were just not really threatening looking or sounding, and what you see in the movie is us sort of, you know, very dumbfounded and walking in trepidatiously because we're like, okay, I guess this is now we have to use this in the movie.
Yeah.
We just went right in and it worked out, expedited, expedited the whole thing.